Bend and Stretch with Sue. And before we move on today with the Chinese body organ clock, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you so much to all of those of you who have been watching this series and those of you who have given me some feedback. It's been so positive. You've talked about how you enjoy the information, and this is really motivating and encouraging to me. So thank you so much. Today, we move on from 1 to 3 p.m. with the small intestine. Now, the small intestine is just below the stomach. It receives food from the stomach, continuing the process of digestion. And this is a really important role to receive and transform food by separating the pure from the impure. After the separation, the pure becomes bodily fluids and the impure becomes waste. Because of all the energy required here, the qi, it's really an optimal time for a nap or also a siesta. When the small intestine energy is out of balance, some of the side effects that can be experienced are mental restlessness, tongue ulcers, throat pain, as well as a lot of heat in the chest area, abdominal pain, thirst, dark urine, or even perhaps painful urination. Now, when this energy is in balance, it has a really close connection to the heart meridian that we talked about last week, which the heart we discussed was known often as the mind, as it rules so many functions in the body. So the small intestine is said to create an ability for you to have clear judgment when it's in balance. The qi, or energy, associated with this organ that travels through the meridian line begins at the pinky finger, moves up or across the palm, and then up the arm, zigzagging across the back. From there, there's an internal channel that goes to the heart, it goes to the diaphragm, the stomach, and then to the small intestine. Meanwhile, there's a primary channel that goes up the neck and crosses over the cheek and ends right in front of the ear. Next, I'll be demonstrating a yin yoga pose that is so helpful in bringing balance to this energy and the organ. So stay tuned. So as we move on to our yin pose, we're going to be requiring a yoga mat or maybe a blanket over your floor, if that's what you have available. You may also want to have a couple of pillows if you do not have a yoga bolster. I'll be demonstrating with and without. If you have not been practicing yoga for very long, you may choose to have this extra support. We're coming into Garudasana arms, eagle arms as it's also known, however done in a prone position to really get the energy flowing through the meridian for the small intestine. And at the same time, we will be creating some stimulation to the heart meridian and the upper back area, as well as the shoulders and upper arms. Now, moving this bolster, positioning it so that I can rest my rib cage over the bolster. So you would use cushions if you don't have this available. And extending out my right arm, I'll simply bring my left elbow over the arm and then winding the arms together to bring the palms together. Now I can allow my forehead, that third eye chakra, to just rest over the thumbs. I would be holding this for a period of about 2 to 6 minutes as usual. For those of you who may not have that range of motion, you could simply bring the hands to opposite elbows, or shoulders rather, and hold the position this way. Now, if you've been practicing for a while, you may not even require any kind of support, and simply bringing yourself, and I'll just do the opposite arm here as I bring my left arm down, crossing the right one over and winding them together, remaining in this prone position, and once again simply resting that third eye chakra over top of the thumb and maintaining that connection. So really important while you're holding here to focus on the breath, allow yourself to be in the pose rather than doing the pose. So it's important to find where you will be most comfortable starting out, because I can guarantee the longer you stay here, the more uncomfortable it will become. So it's a matter of working through that, using your breath, and staying out of the pain range. So with that, I do hope that you will find yourself becoming more balanced in making decisions, having better judgment as you get the stimulation through the small intestine. Thank you and namaste.